cold. So, problem one. She don't like the cold. Problem two, when she does fire, it's loud and it takes a while before it's happy to move, and it's loud. And my neighbours will not be enjoying this because it's loud. Oh, this is one of those days where I don't have a little temperature thing for ambient temperature in this car. Kind of glad. I don't want to know. It's miserable. I'm really 50-50 on it. Sometimes when you're on full chat with it and just everything is blaring, I'm like, yeah. Other times when I'm trying to go places quietly, I'm like, this is too loud. I don't think I'm going to get a happy medium with it. I've been trying all my life to find an exhaust with a happy medium and it don't exist. But I will have to admit, in this case, this exhaust, I don't think you can hear me. I'm going to have to admit, in this case, I think the exhaust is too loud. Because, for one critical yobble reason, I can't hear the throttle bodies anymore. Another thing is this, right? Now, it locks, I can feel it lock, that's great. But it doesn't lock enough when I'm needing it to lock enough.
In just 2 minutes, sorry.
Okay.
Hi there, are you using the app? Just the next one.
If it ever comes up, what's the fastest of the two lanes in a McDonald's to take? The one I'm not in. If you see me in a lane, take the other one. So welcome back to Tools and Track. It is 1 week before our 2024 Autosolo season starts, so prep time. Now, granted, we have spent all of the winter time prepping this, but a couple of wee things I want to sort just before we get underway. Obviously an oil change, nice to start the season with some fresh oil, but there's a couple of other niggles that have been bothering with me with the car. Obviously we've discussed the noise at length, apologies for the rant. We're joined by Brian. I gave him a mic, I don't know why. Let's kind of kick off with this, because there's got to be improvement somewhere, surely.
Yes.
So this is the replacement, which has been helpfully modelled by a ginger man. The
Sexy.
And look at the beard. Look at it.
Nearly ginger as yours.
The fitment might be an issue with this. Obviously, I got that because it's substantially bigger and will hopefully dampen it down a bit. But yeah, space is a consideration. So Brian is helpfully undoing this. We're going to take the whole sort of back box thing off and see if there's actually the clearance for it. We have a squad. So we've test fitted the box. Interestingly, it sleeves over this, which is handy. That makes things a lot easier. But this is still understandably in the way, so I'm just going to take another inch out of that. Not because it's going to hit it. It does go in without it, but it's just going to rattle.
It's going to move.
Yeah. So the movement will cause a rattle, and I'm not into that. So all in all, not the worst thing. Let's chop. So the last thing on today's to-do list is going to be the hydro. As I pointed out before, the hydro master cylinder, or whatever that cylinder's called, isn't really, well, I say the master cylinder, the hydro itself doesn't lock up very well. Now I've had a look at the brakes, the discs, everything else, it's all in good fettle. I've been advised to change the master cylinder. So this is a Wilwood one, therefore something good. That is something spurious. So I can see the logic and why that's probably going to help things. This was actually Martin O'Brien, one of the Patreons that pointed me onto this. He's a drifty type, so drifty types are probably going to know. So the last thing to do, I'm going to swap this out because I really could use a good hydro next weekend. Should be easy, probably won't be. So plan B, back to plan A. Wilwood is absolute garbage because we cannot get this one to seal in the Wilwood. And you can see here, there's actually a massive groove. So the machining on that is atrocious. Cheap banger one that came is perfect. That's what it should look like. So yes, no, try harder. There we go. It's ready.
Ready?
We've not actually changed anything because,
Well, we have.
well, we've done the exhaust. That is, in fairness, a big boon. But yeah, it's got fresh oil. No filter because the filter never arrived, but the oil did, so it's probably wise to put oil in it. Anyway, so that's in. The handbrake is as per before, so I think it's good enough to go. Let's race. Be able to hear this. I'll try anyway. This is the hill climb section of Forrestburn that I'm driving along to get to the start line to do the first race 2024. It is a lovely day, as you can tell, but it's a cold one and the track is a wet one, so we're going to have to just size it out. You never win the first race. With regards to any last minute adjustments, we are nil, absolutely no last minute adjustments. I'm going to try this season, try to keep it as consistent as possible. No changes halfway through. Make sure I learn the car, drive the car, and put in a competent and repeatable result. That's about the only way I think I'm going to improve this time. Worryingly, the paddock is full. We have got 2 clubs worth, and there are some spicy looking vehicles and some drivers that I know that can put in good times. So the competition will be fierce here. None of that needs to concern me. All I need to do is make sure I can start and finish in as little time as possible. Was it actually a quicker run? Washing it was a waste of time. Just told me quite correctly that I hit a bucket in the second run, so that would have been 5 seconds quicker because it's exactly the same time as the first run, but with a 5-second penalty. It turns out I am quicker if I just don't hit a bucket. That's all it's got. That's got to be better.
I lit a match in Vienna tonight. It caused a fire in New York. Where is my self-control? You gotta learn to be thankful for the things that you have. Now bathe my idle soul in desire, 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 desire.
nice thing though, after the run, to do the cool down lap on the actual hill climb circuit, which is glorious. Obviously not at 10/10s because we'll get kicked off of that. But it is a nice tickler, a nice teaser as to what could be ahead of us if I can just get a low cost finished. So post-race anal ISIS. Forrestburn and me are a challenging mix. It's quite a different track to what I'm used to and I've not really had a lot of experience on it. Excuse one. Excuse two, the car is still not great. There's issues. So if you listen to this bit, that's not me crunching gears, that's the car catching the arches. Now, try as I might, with 2 sets of coilovers now, I have been unable to put the ride height on it that it needs for auto testing. It's catching too much, it's causing me issues, and they're just, even the gases are not great because they're used. I've had to kind of bodge them to make them work.
It's too low. It looks nice.
It looks great. But also another aspect with being too low is I'm having trouble gauging the width. As you can see, I had 2 buckets on this session, which is just unacceptable. I'd have had far better times if I didn't get 2 5-second penalties for that. So understanding the car's width and how it's going to handle is all coming back to the same thing. A set of dampers is a worthwhile investment. So
from that book.
I know I said I'm not going to change much, but we are, in the next episode, finally getting over the handling issues. We're going to put proper set of dampers on it and we're going to get it set up properly. And that is it, I promise. Then we're going to go to the race and see if it has made a difference. So.
And we'll show you how to fit nitrous.
Did we do that before we build the engine?
We could do that before we build the engine,
We'll
yes.
just fit nitrous.
I think that.
If you think we should fit nitrous,
I think we should just put nitrous on it.
Hit me up in the comments below. Until next week again, patreon.com/toolsandtrack. That's why there's no ads. You're welcome. Do the like bell, subscribe thing if that's not for you, and I'll see you next time.
Vote for the nitrous. Get the nitrous.
Vote for the nitrous.
Vote for the nitrous.
For fuck's sake.